Well, good morning, YouTube. Louie here, and welcome to the weekend. I'm glad we made it, and we are going to have a fun video this time. I'm going to take you down a little bit different path, but what has been a profitable path for me in the past in terms of coin collecting. But before we do that, let me tell you what we're going to be talking about. We're going to do the tip of the week here in just a minute. We'll be talking about peace dollars and profits. Collectors gone wild. What's up with inflation? Well, it's up, way up. I'm going to unbox some more Type 1 2021 Silver Eagles and review more clues to the impending, what I think will be the impending shutdown of the U.S. Mint prior to Type 2. And then a little story about silverbacks and ants and elephants and who moves the market. Who moves the market, and does it matter that we're buying silver? And then finally, the stock market still on green light. We'll take a quick look at that. All right, if any of that sounds good to you, stick around. We'll get right into it. And now, the tip of the week. All right, this is, because this video involves numismatics, this is a quick little, just a little advice for anyone that has not bought a numismatic before and really hasn't dabbled in graded coins at all. Of course, I think that you should be stacking bullion for the major part of your stack, both silver and gold. But I do believe in diversification, and if you do as well, and you do want to get involved in collecting rare old coins, and you're debating whether or not you should get them slabbed or get them raw. Well, my advice is go ahead and buy them raw for fun. Let's say you're doing a date run and really the quality doesn't matter that much to you. Feel free to have fun with raw coins purchased on eBay, but get them slabbed or certified for the home run. What I have found in buying old coins and not being an expert in examining them, and of course there are many tricks to photographing old coins, lots that you will find on eBay, is that very often the raw coins are not the real deal. They've been oversold, they have been whizzed, or further yet, they've been cleaned, eradicating their value. So after doing this for a little while, I go for the certified coins, and I try to get them in the highest grade that I can afford. It is the certified, authenticated coins that I believe will appreciate the most over time. You can mess around and try to become an expert in identifying diamonds in the rough, but there are many, Sharpies out there that may sell you something that is not what you expect, and then you're left with an inferior coin that will appreciate in an inferior manner over time. That's why I'm going to show you what I just purchased. They're all slabbed. All right, let's move on. All right, here is what is going on with the U.S. Mint. Everybody probably knows this by now, but certainly Morgan dollar and peace dollar aficionados are well aware that the U.S. Mint is planning a tribute to the Morgan and peace dollars in 2021. And what they're going to be doing is reproducing the Morgan and the peace dollar in a modern numismatic. And I won't read you the whole article here because my videos tend to go too long, but suffice it to say that there will be some really exciting releases from the U.S. Mint commemorating the Morgan and the peace dollar. I don't know what the mintages will be on these. Hopefully they don't do something stupid like make them unlimited mintage, but I do know that they will be hugely popular, and as we have seen, ever increasing prices, probably hugely expensive for an ounce of proof silver. I don't know offhand what that would be, but it will certainly be at least double or triple spot price, right? So keep an eye out for that. I couldn't find it on the U.S. Mint's website. Perhaps it is a it's going to be a winter release. I'm not sure, but everyone is really looking forward to that. And this is the catalyst, I think, for collector value in the historic coins to increase. I know when they did this with the Standing Liberty, etc., the Standing Liberty and several other historic coins, that a lot of us went out and bought the original coin to mate with the commemorative. And I think that will happen again. I think this will renew an interest in the Morgan and the peace dollars. And because Morgans have exploded in value, the slabbed Morgan collection I have is just strikingly valuable at this point, where I really didn't put that much into it. Let's say, less than you might have put into a monster box of Eagles. But the appreciation is really pretty dramatic. Well, the peace dollars haven't really done that yet, but I think they, maybe they're halfway there to doing that. And I think when people find the Morgan dollars to be unaffordable in higher grades, I think they will turn to the peace dollars and find that, this reproduction from the U.S. Mint might cost $70. I'm just guessing, might be more. And you could go back in time and get a 1922 authentic peace dollar certified by PCGS in MS64, which is uncirculated condition. Beautiful uncirculated condition for not that different of a price. So given a choice of those two things, I would rather have the original, but I think people will want both. All right, that's my theory on those, and I think that's what makes what I'm going to unbox here. Well, now you know my strategy and why you think that I think that these slabbed peace dollars will increase in value dramatically over the midterm. Okay, let's go take a look. Okay guys, here we are, and this is what I have to unbox for you first. Yeah, it's not bullion, it's not even close to bullion, but I'll get to some silver eagles here in a little bit. But as you just saw, I believe that numismatics have a place in every stack, in a diversified stack, and in the short time that I've been stacking, under 10 years, it has paid off dramatically with my Morgan collection. So I am dabbling into peace dollars. What you see in front of you is what I purchased from one coin shop up in Northern California. He had what I considered to be a great selection of really appealing MS64 peace dollars, and you know why I'm buying the peace dollars now. And the tip of the week tells you why I want them slabbed. Just my experience is there's no surprises, right? Of course, you buy the coin, not the slab. So there are some coins that are slabbed and graded that I don't want in my collection because they're just fugly, right? But these were all pretty good looking, and so I cleaned him out. We did an order of 21 slabbed peace dollars, mostly MS64s. Excuse me. And let me do the other one first. Mostly MS64s, and all had really nice eye appeal, right? So if you're looking for appreciation, sometimes buying in at the low end, these are common dates, right? These are not exotic dates, but certainly at that price in the low 70s per slab, these these are for appreciation, and then pending the the U.S. Mint's release. Okay, here is the first box, and we'll go through them pretty rapidly, but I want you to check out the eye appeal. Well, I'm going to start. This is an MS62, but look at the eye appeal on that. Beautiful. Let's see, did he put all the MS62s together? No, here's an MS64. I really, I like a blast white coin. I think many collectors do. Of course, toned piece dollars are highly desirable, but they've gotten very pricey. Any kind of toned, numismatic Morgan or piece dollar is there's a collector universe for those. Aren't these beautiful? MS64s, even the 62s look good. Now, I only bought the 62s because I cleaned them out of the 64s. I was trying to get to a total of $1,500 so I wouldn't pay sales tax, which saves me about 8.5%. So that is what is going on with these. As I said, there's about 21 of them, and they're just beautiful. Beautiful luster, beautiful eye appeal on all of these. I'm not sure what the imperfection is that kept them from getting a higher grade, but just lovely, just lovely. So like I said, my plan would be to mate these with the commemorative release piece dollar coming up later. If I'm able to buy a larger quantity of the commemorative piece dollar, I certainly will. I'll probably mate them up with the original. Because, like I said a minute ago, you're going to pay 50, 70 bucks for an ounce of silver. I think they're going to be $9.99, so it'll probably be an ounce. And you could have the real deal. So these were about 70 bucks. You could have had the real deal with, maybe $20 worth of silver content in this coin. Slabbing it cost somebody 20 bucks to authenticate it, and about $40 and about $20 numismatic value. Okay, that's really, kind of what you're buying here is the numismatic value. And, I think that $20 numismatic value is going to increase dramatically. And I think even more so for better examples and even more so for better dates. I'm not done collecting piece dollars, but I realized recently with all of my gold purchases, boy, he packed these so well. As I have been trading collector coins and silver for gold, I realized that I had started to ignore the numismatic part of my stack. I'm not sure why he wrapped those like that. Let's see what's in here. Maybe these are the NGC slabs. Could be. Between you and me, I prefer the look of the NGC slab to the PCGS slab. Boy, I don't know why he wrapped those like he just wrapped the heck out of these, just to make me open them, I guess. I prefer the look of the NGC slab, but I do believe the PCGS slab has a little higher credibility in the market. Here is a MS64 in the NGC slab. So I kind of dig these in the NGC, the fat square slab. And my Morgans I did all PCGS because it's really about appreciation value for those. So, but I like the look of the NGC slab. I've been asked before, which is the better grading company, and I will say, don't worry too much about the difference between NGC and PCGS, but avoid any other grading service. Okay, ANAC and ICG and so forth. Just avoid them like the plague. That's my opinion. Some people disagree, but stick with PCGS and NGC, and I think you will do fine. I believe PCGS has the higher credibility in the older coins. They're probably pretty similar in modern numismatics. But I am not a numismatic expert, as many of you are. I'm just telling you what I see in aftermarket sales prices. And, I've read a little bit. So anyway, if you're really going for appreciation, I'd probably stick with the PCGS, but the difference is so minute. I think there may be more PCGS slab collectors of older coins than there are NGC. But for this particular experiment, yeah, there's another NGC, 64. I'm not going to worry about getting NGCs. I just, like I said, kind of like the way they look, and I'm not worried about consistency. And I'm certainly not trying to garner a date run. I am going to be buying some better dates in the future, and those coins will be, that's pretty. Between $100 and $300 is probably my price range for some of the better dates, and I may dip down below MS64. Boy, I'll tell you, for an MS62, that is a sharp darn coin. I'd recommend that as you go to our favorite bullion retailers, they offer slabbed coin kind of grab bags. Don't do it. You get the inferior coins at an elevated price every time. I recommend that you view every single coin that you're going to buy, because there are just some really, really ugly slabbed coins out there that make the grade, but you look at them and you go, I don't like that. Why did I buy that? Oh, okay, I'll be right back. I got a dog making noise. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, and now for the obligatory unboxing of American Silver Eagles. Here's a little box I picked up from the coin shop in Canada. Free shipping, no sales tax. I think it's one tube, and I think, although I've seen 21 Silver Eagles as cheap as 33 recently, which I tweeted out follow me on Twitter, guys, if you want to see what's up and what I'm buying. And if you want to buy some as well, that's cool. And tweet back at me if you see deals. I just can't post alerts on YouTube the way I used to. So Twitter is where you find me, at Losing Louie. So I have seen 21 Silver Eagles as cheap as 33. I believe that was on eBay, and 33 was after the credit card rebate. So, they are coming down a little bit, and I will buy as many as I can afford in the low 30s. I think it represents a tremendous opportunity to get into, just one little tube of the old greenies here. And it says 2021s. I'd buy the 21s, not the random dates or the prior years. And this one looks to be sealed, which makes me happier. The last one I got from the coin shop was not sealed, and I was able to spill them out for you, but I'm not going to open this one, but I presume that there are 20 Type 1 Silver Eagles. I mean, look, the production announced by the U.S. Mint, I'll display it right now, is roughly under 13 million so far for the first 4 months, with a rapid wind down in April. Okay, they're showing you in their production figures that while they produced high numbers for the first couple of months, they're winding down the production of the Type 1s at the same time that they will be winding up the production of the Type 2s. Articles have said June before. You can, go back and check that in the archives if you want, but they have stated June was the date that they wanted to release the Type 2s. And here we are in April, and they only produced a few 100,000 of the Type 1s. As you can see, demand is off the charts for retail silver. Everywhere, it's off the friggin' charts. We are cleaning the cupboards out, okay, at this time. Not that there isn't plenty of silver underground that could take you, 6 to 24 months to get to. But for right now, the shelves are bare, and the mint is slowing down on the production of Type 1 21s. And then there is this really mysterious article that was wiped off the internet recently, and it was an article indicating, and I'll post you the gist of it here, that they are not allowed by law to pay more than the going price for silver blanks. So they are saying there's closure and restraint due to COVID. You've seen the legislation that prohibits them from buying at above market prices. All right, and by that I mean spot price. And you've seen the production figures winding down. Now, I have no doubt that if they produced 5 million a month for the rest of the year, they will sell every single one. But I think what is going to happen is they're going to cap the Type 1s here at around 13, 14 million. Which will be less than demand. They're going to have a slow period where they retool, and then they're going to come out hard if they can source the silver for the Type 2s. So in the end, I mean, if they can actually get the silver, and if they can't get the silver, that is an even better scenario. I mean, imagine the U.S. Mint joining all the other major world mints in saying they don't have any silver in stock, or they don't have sufficient retail silver in stock. Imagine that. Imagine what that would do to the price of silver eagles. But for the time being, I'm going to assume that they'll produce about 13, 14 million of the Type 1s, and then they will move into Type 2 and produce 30, 40, even possibly more million of the Type 2s, put a hefty premium on those in the aftermarket, when those get to us. So you're going to sit here with a Type 1 that's out of production and in short demand by today's standards, not by historical standards. And then you're going to have a Type 2 that is widely overpriced and overproduced. What do you think that will do to the value of the Type 1? So I don't mind paying, $3 more than I might typically pay for a silver eagle in this environment, especially with a fictitious spot price down here around 25. So that's just the deal. That's silver eagles as far as the eye can see. Nothing wrong with stacking these if you can get them in the low 30s. I think that's going to be about it. I don't think you're going to see them any cheaper. If you do, I don't know who's going to sell them to you. If you have an LCS that'll give them to you, for $30, well, God bless them, because most LCSs are probably paying that much for them. Okay, that's my silver eagles. Let's get on to the inflation discussion. Okay, here's what happened at the end of last week. The PPI came in hot, so hot, hotter than the sun, okay, at a hotter than expected 1.0 month over month increase. The consensus was 0.5%. They doubled the consensus and bringing its year-over-year increase to 4.2%. I believe that is one of the highest rates in recent times in the PPI, the Producer Price Index. Well, you've seen it in wood, you've seen it in copper, you've seen it in nickel, you've seen it in oil. Everything that we build things with is inflating. The Fed has succeeded in opening Pandora's box and then convincing the world, and this is a world that really wants to benefit from the Fed's stance, mostly the stock market, but convincing the world that they're going to stay dovish, and the 4.2% increase in PPI is transitory. Okay, so you would have to be in a very, very small camp of very politically minded people to believe that inflation is not roaring. All right, at the same time, the vaccination schedule is increasing, surpassing expectations in the U.S. Base materials and labor as well is inflating like crazy. Wow, let me get my thought here. That is being confirmed in all of the collector markets. Okay, now I don't know if you're like me, I'd like to keep a toe in various different markets, but it is no surprise that there's a reemergence of collecting. Okay, from memorabilia to watches, to comic books, classic cars, motorhomes. Did you know that the price of a used car inflated 25% this month from the Manheim Index, which are the people that wholesale used cars. People are rushing to dispose of their fiat currency. All right, and they are doing so, in various ways. Guitars, classic. If you want to watch a Norm's rare guitar video on YouTube, the classic guitars, and they ain't cheap over at Norm's. I mean, they're $5,000 to $25,000 classic guitars are flying off the shelf. Okay, and here we are in the silver market, and we have, just a number of dissenting opinions that say, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. I'm telling you guys, $25 spot, and I know that's not what you can buy silver for, but it's a friggin' gift. All right, if you can get bullion at $29 right now, go ahead and buy it. If you can get, sovereign coins at 31, go ahead and buy them. If you can get eagles at 33, go ahead and buy them. Gold looks like a bargain as well. They are suppressing, I believe that they are suppressing these prices so far that, there's a reason that all of the major mints are saying that we are out of silver. Okay, and even the U.S. Mint, that article I just mentioned, is having trouble sourcing silver and looking to pull a lot of silver off the market here when they introduce Type 2 Eagle. So, okay, I'm going to get to the last point in my summary, and this is the point that ants, and I'm going to equate a silverback, a Reddit silver stacker, to an ant in a good way, right? All right, people say that the silverbacks can't make a difference. They say that we are really not affecting the long-term equation, and I disagree. I think that it is resonating with people of all ages that they're being robbed, that their money is losing value at a really, really fast pace. I mean, get that $1,400, spend it right away. Either put it in the stock market or buy some precious metals with it, or do something that will lock its tangible value. And this is infecting the entire world right now because they know how this story unfolds. And what the silverbacks are doing are pulling enough silver off the retail markets that they're clearing the shelves. Okay, at the same time, this tightening of supply, can't get what you want, is infecting the storage facilities. So you are seeing the big facilities getting a run on people, and these are whales with lots of money, people that have wisely put large amounts of money into silver, but stored it at the facility, whether it be Perth Mint or the Royal Canadian Mint or APMEX or wherever it might be. You're seeing a move of the whales from unallocated to allocated silver, except they can't make it happen, except the mints are saying, or the storage facilities or wherever they have it, they're saying, I'm sorry, it is going to take an extended period of time to convert your paper position, because that's what unallocated is, into a physical position. Why do people buy into the unallocated position, which seems rather stupid, right? Well, because they avoid the carrying cost of having real silver under storage, which diminishes its value over time. So there's a natural, it's just like the SLV, not any different at all. That silver does not exist. The mint has to go get it. They have to fabricate it. Anyway, so if the silverbacks are the ants, okay, enough ants swarming in the jungle can make an elephant run. And when that elephant runs and converts, it's unallocated to allocated, or smarter yet, just pulls their money out of that fictitious silver scenario and tries to buy physical with it. You're going to make the market move. You're going to make the spot price move. And they are only going to move in one direction, and that is up. All right, and my parting shot here is I'm going to show you a 1,000-ounce bar, which a viewer of mine pointed out to me that you can get 1,000-ounce bars from Scottsdale. Of course, these look to be a good delivery Comex bars. They don't have any Scottsdale markings on them, but yeah, you can buy those. I don't know. This is like $3 over spot or $4 over spot. Okay, the going price on 1,000-ounce bars used to be 50 cents over spot, right? That's what I've heard. Now, I don't think Scottsdale minds giving you some of their silver if they can make that much money over the historical price of it. And but I wouldn't buy that in 1,000 years. But you can see the wholesale price of silver has increased because there is tight supply. Okay, that's just what's happening. I hope you guys make hay with it. Inflation is coming back. Get your money into something tangible before the roof blows off this place. This time is different. All right, they're not going to be able to keep the lid on silver. They are not. All right, expect spot to go up. Maybe premiums will decrease when it does, but don't hesitate to add to your stack or build your stack. Do it right now, because if the U.S. Mint goes into short supply, where is all that demand going to go? Okay, what is going to happen in the aftermarket? Spot becomes irrelevant at that point. And this is what I think. It's my true opinion, and that is why I am buying all forms of precious metals and numismatics. And get your money out of the dollar. That's that's the one place it is not a good place to keep. All right, guys, I'll talk at you later. Stock market still looks good, still headed upwards. So safe to be invested there, in my opinion, if you watch it carefully. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please post your comments below. Are you in the market for that 1,000-ounce bar? Are you buying Eagles here? Did you see all the releases? Oh my God, man, they released, I forgot to mention in terms of inflation in the collector market, the semi-numismatic collector market is friggin' on fire. All right, every release is being met with overwhelming demand. You could see that Basker, that Mandalorian Basker bar, just flying off the shelf. A number of new releases, which I've bought some of. I generally tweet those when I do. People are buying into the collector market. And why wouldn't they? If bullion is selling for $30, why wouldn't you pay 33 for a King Kong round, or a little more than that for something else that has appreciation potential? So I just think all forms of stacking, collecting, and investing are absolutely on fire for good reason. Hope you're part of it. Bye now.